You know how to survive because you're poor. You know how to do that. We ain't never had no more, so we poor people know how to make it. Because know how to build a fire, know how to go fish, know how to go hunt. A lot of people don't.
When you think of the poorest place in America, you might think of dirt roads and miserable people. But you'd be wrong.
Take sandwich breads and make a sandwich bread sandwich.
In Mississippi, in the poorest counties in America, we found a world where life is complicated. The hoods are in the mountains, the towns are quiet, the buildings are beautiful, and the people are poor.
I believe that we're below poverty. We are below. It's not near. We are below poverty. The town looked like a tornado came through and just shot the trailers down.
We set off through this part of the Mississippi Delta to understand life in America's poorest county. Instead, we found a world that was nothing like we expected. Our day would end in a violent mountain town that was vastly different from anywhere else we've ever seen.
Hey, tell me it be lit, nigga. Oh, shit! In this life is you and me. Either way you
Hermanville, Mississippi, home of the hustle.
To get there, though, we started in the hills of Vicksburg, a beautiful but shrinking city on the Mississippi River.
It seems just from driving around here that there's almost like 2 Vicksburgs.
Yes. Well, that's one thing about Vicksburg. Nothing seems to last here anymore. Downtown Vicksburg used to be a thriving place, and it's dead. But now people have the alternative to go to Jackson to shop. I see at one time there used to be grocery stores just about on every corner. The only main grocery stores we have here in Vicksburg now is Walmart and Kroger's. We had A&P's, we had Jitney Jungles, we had Piggly Wiggly's, not anymore. We got some pretty rough areas here. If you live here, you know where they're at, and try to stay away from them. And I mean, the way things are in these days and times, best place to be after dark is at home. People don't want to work, drugs, and for them to get drugs, they don't work, guess where they get it? They're stealing.
When you were a kid here, was there still Jim Crow?
Who?
Jim Crow laws and segregation?
Oh, yeah. Whites were whites and blacks were blacks. They stayed to theirself, and white people stayed to theirself. We had some restaurants, cafes, and different places, your doctor's offices. You had a door for the whites, you had a door for the colored. People don't think like they now like they did back then, because all the people that thought like that are dead and gone.
Vicksburg embodies the Delta. Warm weather, places both beautiful and decrepit, and Southern soul alongside a lot of social problems.
We got some goods and bads. The young guys, I don't mess around with them. You can hear them on TV, you can see them on TV. Somebody got shot down here, somebody got robbed. Keep yourself and better yourself, and leave all that nigga shit alone. Try to make that money, hard to make that money around here. Ain't no way. Like a guy like him walking like that, they'll try to rob him. So get him busting motherfucker, leave him down there, leave him busting.
What do most people do for work around here?
They got a lot of business around here. Churches, got Kentucky, Popeye.
You worked at churches?
Yeah, I was there 26 years.
26 years? All right.
I quit.
What was it like around here when you were a kid? How was Vicksburg?
Go to school, get your education. Skip school, cut your ass. Tear your ass up. You go to school then. I ain't looking for no woman. I ain't thinking of no woman. It's a headache. I don't fuck around like that, no. Because these women out here don't know what they got. You don't know if she got AIDS, SIP, gonorrhea. They don't tell you. When they take the clothes off, you smell something, a woman coming out of the gym, something wrong with her.
Great to meet you. We appreciate it.
You have a good one.
Learn a lot about the city talking to you.
All right.
Keep it real out here, Earl.
I'm trying to.
Heading out of Vicksburg toward the forest town of Hermanville, we drove into Claiborne County. This was once among the country's richest counties, with massive cotton plantations worked by slaves. Today, it's both the blackest and poorest county in America. 88% of its people are black, and the average household income is $28,000. You might think that people here would be bitter, but that's not what we found in the town of Port Gibson.
Claiborne County has been here a long time, and it's nothing like what it used to be. It was a flourishing town at one time.
Really?
We had clothing stores, furniture stores.
Now we got to ride to Vicksburg and Natchez to
get a pair of stockings.
Drawers, a pair of drawers or something.
We're a poor county, and we should be the richest one because we got that nuclear plant right down there on the coast.
Why is it so poor when you do have that huge plant right there?
Yeah.
Our county, they couldn't agree.
Our
supervisors and people
agree.
in our, they couldn't agree on what they wanted to do, and
With the money.
they argued back and forth, so the state took it over.
I know now this is one of the blackest counties in the country.
State, yeah.
Was it like that when you were kids, or were there more white people here?
It was more white people. And the more black
neighborhood.
came in and moved into neighborhoods, they moved out.
So you remember when it was segregated?
Yes, it was horrible. It was horrible. I tell you one thing I can remember vividly. We had a corner drugstore up on this street up here. White people could go in the front door. We would have to go on the side street and go in the back door. They would not integrate their private schools, so they forced us, they bused us there. The majority of the white,
Left.
they went to private schools. So eventually, they moved to different locations. So now all the neighborhoods that we consider white neighborhoods, they're not there anymore. It's only black. It's some history. And I lived through it. Thank God I'm still here
That's
to
some
know
of it
about
right here.
And this is a Confederate monument right here, isn't
Yes, and they're going to take it down.
What do you all feel, the fact that that's even still up here?
It don't bother me.
It don't bother me either because you can't change history. That's history. Some people need to know this.
How do you make sense of the fact that after segregation ended, so much stuff here got worse?
All the white people was up in the office. They was doing things that they didn't supposed to do, but they kept the town going. After we got in there, things just went down.
Because we like a bucket of crabs.
They arguing about everything.
Yeah, one get to the top, they pull them back down.
I prefer, the white people be back in there.
I hate to say it, but it's the truth.
Yeah. So have you been on Church Street?
No, we just got here.
Well, you need to go up Church Street.
Drive up Church Street.
That's Church Street right there.
There was a lot of churches on that street.
And antebellum homes.
And antebellum homes.
At a nearby soul food restaurant, the owner, a pastor, was more concerned about people's faith than their money.
Opened in 2019, hadn't had to beg, borrow, steal. God has always kept his word. He's always provided. I don't have it open for my health, okay? A lot of times I get more out of, again, just sitting and talking. I love the little town. It has its low balls, low parts. But at the end of the day, like if I was born and raised here, it's like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz said, there's no place like home. I was raised by some old people that knew how to take sandwich breads and make a sandwich bread sandwich. I know how to make it, but for young people that looking to strive and succeed in life, there's really nothing for them to do.
This county, Claiborne County, is perhaps the poorest county in all of America.
We still okay, but we could be better. It's never about you and me. It's all about the people that we serve. This place is rich in history. It's rich in civil rights. We had the boycotts. We had the marches. We saw state troopers back in the day shooting in our churches. We saw some of our African American sisters and brothers get beat down. So I lived it.
So you remember?
Yeah, I remember it. But I also learned that to have respect and love for my fellow man, no matter who you are. You see God first. Try to treat your neighbor right, and everything else falls in place.
Another pastor at the restaurant attributed the area's plight to a lack of faith and discipline.
Our parents made us. You wake up on Sunday morning, you had to go to church. Now I think more parents these days give their kids an opportunity to choose. And of course, they're going to choose what the flesh desires. We have quite a few kids in our congregation out there. We just thank God for them when we get them. We just try to tell them and show them a better way than the one that they're seeing.
What we've been trying to essentially understand is how you explain that gap.
When did the rift happen?
Yeah.
The rift happened when the parents stop doing what their older parents did, teaching them the ways of the Bible and teaching them what would make you successful spiritually. Because when we talk about spirituality, we're talking about a fundamental knowledge of right and wrong. It's more so I do what I want to do when I want to do it, how I want to do it. And whoever gets in the way and falls by the way say, oh well, we lean toward what feels good and what we see. And what are they seeing all the time? Whether it be videos or YouTube or this or that, the things that they're seeing are things of the world. They're not seeing very much spiritual.
So what should we eat here? What's the best food you got? What do you recommend? So the reason we do these videos is to go out and capture the world without bias or fear. And that means going out to places and don't have a preconceived notion of what you're gonna find. Don't have a story that you need to tell. Go out and just talk to people and see what the story is, understand different places. And the story in Mississippi is that the food is just unbelievable. The people are unbelievable. The unbiased nature of RocaNews is unbelievable. So we're about to dig into this, and while we're doing that, smash that subscribe button. Make sure to like this video if you want more of this. We really appreciate your support of the page, seriously. If you enjoy this content, we can keep it coming more and more if you support. So please hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching. And for now, let's get into these collard greens, fried chicken, and candy yams. The same reason this area is so poor today is the reason it used to be so rich: slavery and cotton. The freed slaves did not prosper, and the cotton industry collapsed. Today, beautiful antebellum buildings are signs of what was once here, and nowhere is the wealth of the past more apparent than the Windsor ruins. This is a massive mansion built by one of the biggest slaveholding families in the area. They finished it in 1861, the same year the Civil War started. 1865, slavery ends, the entire economy here goes into flux. So you had, obviously, the white people lost a lot of their wealth when they lost slavery and when the Civil War ended and all of this. And then black people never really had wealth here. By the 1950s and 1960s, they started to build up some because you had factories, you had the cotton gins, you had stuff where they could work. But then it all went away. Just like the Rust Belt, all the industry here, it left. Everywhere you go here, the story is pretty much the same thing. There was a lot of stuff that used to be here, and now it's gone. And here, this is, a plantation family, but whether it's the wealthy white landowners or the poor black people who then were freed slaves and went and worked in the towns, everyone here saw the same story. Wealth disappeared, and that's how this became the poorest place in the entire country. I mean, this is the story of this whole area and what happened to it. We made one last stop before entering the forest, this time the town of Fayette. Here, despite being an extremely poor area, people just seemed not to really think about it. They were focused on their own lives more than any bigger questions.
My name is Sharonica.
Sharonica.
Like Veronica, but with Sha.
Sure. Veronica with Sha. Hey.
This is Fayette.
Yeah, what should we know about Fayette?
And I swear you blink and it disappear. But some fairly nice people around here, and I'm one of them. I'm so inebriated, but I have 4 children. My kids are my everything.
How is it raising 4 kids? That's gotta be tough.
No, actually, I'm raising 2, my sons, but they're not with me. They're with their fathers. Trying to get myself together. Like I said, motherhood and parenthood, holy moly. You learn something new every day. But they are in good places. I FaceTime my babies, everything. They're my twins, have my whole skin. It's a lot of mixed emotions, and I'm a Libra, so I need the balance in my life. It's great like that. Like, I'm hoping my son's birthday is in 2 days. Excuse me. If you don't take care of yourself, who will?
This area is quite poor, right? Has it always been that way?
Tell the truth and shame the devil. No, it's always been a nice place. Because, like I say, this is home. At the end of the day, this is home. So.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
I'm Max.
Lord Queen Poom Poom.
All right.
Yeah, hang on. Poom Poom.
Poom Poom.
P-O-O-8, P-O-O-8, Poom Poom.
Poom Poom.
Yeah.
What do people do around here?
Well, they work and they do a lot of stuff right here, walk around and.
There's jobs around?
No, I'm not around there, no.
No?
They need home, but he ain't none right now.
How about like, is it safe?
Yeah.
It is safe.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
You know how sometimes you might have to walk your mate, but not all the time. But I ain't got no name around me. I don't got no lot of people. I got me mama, him, my boy.
Fayette, Mississippi. Yeah, down south. Man, we just laid back, trying to live, trying to make it down here. We all is one.
Is it coming up?
Well, yeah, slowly but for sure. Back when I was like 13, 14 years old, everything up and through here was open. And everybody was dying to come here. It's all right now, but it ain't the best.
It's one of the poorest places of the country. Why do you think that is?
And because they being selfless. They want to keep all the money for themselves. Everybody taking out the box. That's why we ain't growing.
Through here, we had passed through a number of communities that, while not rich, seem neither as poor nor troubled as one might expect for the country's poorest county. That changed as we entered the forest, though, and stopped in Hermanville. Where are we?
We're in Hermanville.
How is it?
Poor. We ain't got a whole lot of money, but here we do good. We sit there and drink our beer and bullshit. You know how to survive, because you're poor. We poor people know how to make it. Because know how to build a fire. Know how to go fishing, know how to go hunting. A lot of people don't.
In Hermanville, Mississippi, home of the hustlers.
Can we ask you about it?
Yeah. It's straight down here, man. It's just country, camping, you heard me? Yeah, we home of the hustler, you hear me? Very slow out here, it's a country town. We barbecue up there, we go shoot pool over there. And that's the playground up there, we shoot basketball, sell crickets over there.
What do you buy crickets for? Is it like for fishing bait or?
Bluegill, catfish, kill deer, we hunt, shoot squirrels out the trees and shit and eat them too, We live off the land. Trump ain't give us no food stamp there, man. He gave me $16, man. We need to write a letter to him. Get that on camera, Hey, we need to ride, we'll catch 18-wheeler, man,
Nearby, we met a group of young men who are products of this environment. For them, violence was a part of life.
Hey, tell me it be lit, nigga. Oh, see?
Call him Mr. No
Jam, Mike.
They call him Mr. No Stop.
Hey, don't come on here and play with me, man. Hey, we in Hermanville, Mississippi, though. Hermanville. We gonna get money, man. We gonna get that money.
Out here, what's your guys' hopes? What's your ambition out here?
Oh, money. Gotta get that money on.
Can you make money out here? Is there
money?
Yeah,
make money. No job. No job. No cap.
What do most people do? If you're not hustling, where do you go make some money?
Man, not here.
Probably gotta drive 30 minutes to an hour away from here.
Yeah, man.
Out here, is it safe or is it kind of crazy?
Yeah,
it's kind of crazy.
My little brother, they died.
Your brother?
Yeah, he died here. That's when he died beside me.
Why is it? Mississippi's got a lot of gun violence.
Yeah. A lot of violence.
We gonna increase it.
But what's the cause of it?
Because the hate.
Because
the hate.
Because the other one doing better than the next one.
You hear me? They hate to see a nigga with money out here. So they gotta hate.
Before leaving, we met one man who's trying to ensure that the younger generation sees some of the hope that the older ones had.
Everybody's somebody in Hermanville.
There's a lot going on right here.
Not really. There's nothing to do here. So that's why you see them hanging out.
How do people make money around here?
But they go off from work. Most folks, they either self-employed. The nearest town, like Vicksburg, like 30 miles away from here. Closest sheriff's department is 10 miles away. Closest fire department, everything is 10 miles away. Closest Dollar General is 10 miles away. And everybody got a Dollar General. If you see where that burning was down there, they did a bonfire. And we're always doing little stuff around here to try to bring the community closer. The guy probably gonna put a screen up down there so they can watch Monday Night Football. I know they planning on putting some steaks. We hang out so much in the country because there's nothing else to do. It ain't no running over to the mall or going out to the movie station. So it's you stay around. You stay around with family. You just hang out. They listen to the music. There's nothing to do. They do that and they get up and they go home and get ready for work tomorrow.
Someone said this is the poorest county in America.
I believe that we below poverty. We are below. It's not near. We are below poverty. And I think we'll be glad we just get up to poverty. We ain't even made it to poverty yet. The town looked like a tornado came through and just shot the trailers down. Sometimes you get stuck here in your younger age, and I advise the young people that's out there that live around this community, get out, go do some, come back.
That's what you did?
No, I got stuck here. But I advise all the rest of them get out. Now maybe when they come back, they're able to bring new ideas, bring some of the money back from what they didn't make and want to start a business or invest in something to bring something here. Because that's what it's going to take for this community to grow. Other than that, they're going to stay lost. I don't want our kids to get stuck here, and I'd be blessed to have do a little something, so I take them to do something too. We took about 20 of them last year on a 5-day cruise, and this year we're going to do it again. We'll take the seniors on another cruise. Some of them never get a chance to leave here. They get a chance. If we below poverty, basically the way you become a product of your environment. If the education is low, the pay rate is low, and you end up being here. You're stuck. You don't go nowhere. That drinking on the corner syndrome, we have to do away with it. It's more to life than sitting up drinking. It's more to life than hustling on a drug side or something like that. But and that's stuff that I try to install to them. I try to tell them, go get a job, go get a career, go do something, look around for something else.
We've been to a lot of extremely poor places in America, and none as poor as here. Yet the Delta didn't feel as hopeless or grim as you may expect. Here we learned that poverty doesn't tell you everything. More than statistics, to understand a place you need to feel it, its people, and its culture. And in the Delta we felt a place that often felt poor, but also felt rich in faith, culture, and people. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe. We still have a couple more Deep South videos and then a couple brand new series coming out. The page is growing real fast. Thank you all for your support, and we will see you next time.